Welcome to this tutorial. Today we're going to look at Adobe Photoshop. This is version 6 and I'm not going to introduce the tools and menus and stuff for that because I'm assuming you'll already know the functions of the tools and you have a basic understanding of Photoshop. To make this tutorial easier, it's better you have the same windows here that I have. For that, you go into Windows. First of all, my workspace is essential. It's default, and I have layers, navigator, options, and tools selected. So make sure you have these on. So it'll make understanding this tutorial easier. So in this first part, we're going to look at opening images, cropping, cutting and pasting images. We're going to add some text and we're going to save the images. So how do we open an image in Photoshop? You go into File and say Open, or the shortcut is Ctrl plus O. It's going to say Open. It's going to open up another window. You can import images from anywhere in your hard disk, or select the image you want and click Open. So I've opened this image, and let's just say I want to crop this image. So I'm going to use the crop tool. The shortcut is C. Here you can see as soon as you select it, you get a box around the image. Grab the handles and pull it. So now only this part of the image is selected. If I hit enter, it's going to crop the image and keep only that part of the image. And to save it, I'm going to say File, Save or Save As. If you say Save, it's going to replace your other file. So just say Save As. It's again going to ask you where, or rename it to whatever you want. Hit Save. You're going to get another option that gives you quality. I always keep it as maximum and say OK. So now if I go onto that image, you can see here the new image is just the cropped one. Alright, I've opened that image again. Now we're going to look at cutting a part of the image and pasting it elsewhere, or from another image and pasting it in this. So for that, we're going to use the marquee tool. A shortcut is M. Select, or let's just say I want to replicate this part of the image. I'm going to highlight that part. Right click, say layer via copy. You select the tool, the move tool, and move that part of the image. You can make another copy as well by either dragging this layer into the new layer option below, or selecting the layer, or keeping Alt pressed and drag it, or select the layer and say Ctrl J. It makes another copy and you can keep that. It's going to crop again. Hit enter. File, save as. I'm going to save a JPEG. And again, you can rename it to whatever you want. And save it. So this was the image we started with. And these are the two other images we made. One was just using crop, as kept the center part of the image. and one was making two other copies of the center part. So that's how it looks. Let's just say you want to add an element from another image. You open up the other image. Use the elliptical marquee tool. Make your selection. Right click, layer via copy. Use your move tool. Just hover it over your first image and place it here. You can transform. So you can see I've just copied this flower and moved it onto this image by using the move tool. I've dragged it, hovered it over the first image tab. It shows you there, and you can place it wherever you want, and you can move it around to wherever you want. I'll say file, save as JPEG, rename to whatever you want. And it was that simple. Like you can see, in this one thing we've merged an element from another image as well, and we've saved it. So let's just say again we crop the image. Let's say we want to add some text. For that we go into the text tool, shortcut is T, select, you can change the color of the text, select your move tool, move it around. You can add whatever text you want and how much ever you want. You have options to change your font, change the font type, make it bold, italic, whatever you want, and change the size as well. Now here it ends at 72, but you can actually select that, transform it, and make it as big as you want. So that's a good thing here. Now that you added text, you can add multiple layers of text. Select the text tool again, and you can add whatever you want. Move it around. To move your text around, right click, it shows. You can select that and move it to wherever you want. Again, go into save, rename it, hit enter, and it saves. So using this image, we made this by just cropping it. We've taken one part of the image and copied and pasted into other places of the image. We've taken an element from another image and added in this. and we've added text and cropped the image. So what have we seen so far? We've seen opening and saving images. We've seen our crop images. We've cut and pasted parts of other images into your image, and we've added text.